This guy mastered the art of living big and thinking bigger. He didn't just conquer YouTube, he built an empire across multiple industries, from creating viral content to running successful businesses in China. Daniel Dalen is the ultimate example of turning passion into power.
Welcome to another brand new tutorial. In this video, I'm going to reveal some secret techniques that will help you master any reel of this type. So make sure to watch till the end. Let's get started. We have divided the reel into few scenes. We'll start with scene 1. Initially, create a new composition in 9:16 ratio. On top of that, just add a solid layer, which is see over here. To add that, just right click over here, go to new and add a solid layer. From over here, you can select the color and just press on OK. Now let's have a look at scene 1. Initially, in this, we have this camera zoom in effect, a person popping out from the bottom, and then some text animation. Let's see it one by one. Let's go inside of this. Firstly, let me solo this. This is a simple solid layer that you can create by using the rectangle tool over here. Next, let's see this animation. As you can see over here, initially we have this person popping in like this. If I press on U, you can see its simple keyframes in position. Then selecting both the keyframes, we have just added an easy effect. You can do that by pressing on F9. Now let's have a look at the next 5 layers. This is nothing but simple match cuts that we have created at fixed durations. Again, in order to add depth and merge it with the background, we have added a shadow. To do that, let me show you. Right click, go to layer styles and add the drop shadow. Perfect. Now let's have a look at the text. Let me enable this as well. Initially, we don't see the text at all. As we move ahead, the text pops in from the bottom. To create an animation like this, it's quite simple. Just take the text tool. Let me write the text. Let's open this. Go to Animate, add position, go to add, and again add opacity. Reduce the opacity, keep the position at around 100. Open this, add a keyframe. Going ahead, make this as 100. Open advanced. Over here, in based on, instead of characters, choose as words. Then selecting both the keyframes, just press on F9. If I place this little earlier, see this gives us a similar animation like the one on the top. Right now you don't see that this is getting zoomed in. The only reason being we have not made the layer 3D. If I make this 3D from over here, it allows exact same settings like the one on the top. I hope this is clear. Let me delete this for now. The next is quite simple. I have just added some random text on the side to fill the white space. Now let's have a look at the halftone effect. In order to give it a premium look, we have added the halftone effect on top of this. You can download it from any free site. I usually use FreePic. So inside of this, I just kept 3 copies, one below another, like this. Let's go back over here. I added it over here, and then if I press on T, you can play around with the opacity. See like this. And the next 2 layers are quite important. We have added the camera as well as a null layer. When I click over here, go to new, click on camera. You can keep the preset as 35mm and just press on OK. Once the camera is added, you also need to add a null layer. You will need this layer in order to control the camera. So right click, new, and I will add the null object. Once you add the null object, simply connect the camera to null object using this pick over here. Now once this is connected, the null object will act as the camera controller. Now if you press on U, you can see all the keyframes that you have added in the null object. In order for these keyframes to work properly, you have to ensure that all the layers are also made 3D. You can make them 3D from over here. See like this. I hope this is clear. Let's come at the start. All we have done is simply add keyframes in scale. So at the start, the scale is around 82%. As we move ahead, see, we are simply zooming in. Again, from this point till here, we are not moving at all. It's still 98%, which you can see over here. And then from here till here, we want a smooth motion. So we are going to quickly zoom in and also make the keyframes as easy as. So selected both of them, pressed on F9. Let me show you how the motion looks. See, it will look something like this, where it increases the speed and then gives us a smooth motion like this. Perfect. Now let's have a look at all the remaining text. Let me enable all these layers. So this will start somewhere at the beginning. Let me press on U. Let's go to the start. See, initially we have this text where it says this guy mastered. So mastered is another word, but this guy you can see is dual color. What is at the top is white, what is at the bottom is red. Let me show you how you can do this. It's super simple. All you need to do is go to mode and just keep it as difference. So by default, if this is normal, so you will have your regular text like this. See this way. But in order to create a dual effect, all you need to do is go over here and just select difference. That's it. Pretty simple, right? That is what I have done over here. And the exact same thing which I showed you earlier, we have just added animation in the position as well as the opacity. So exact same thing which we have done over here. Same thing for master. Let's go ahead. Then we have the art of living big and thinking bigger. So these keyframes which you saw over here are added in such a way so that when this text thinking bigger is added, we can get smooth motion. I hope this is clear. Once you're happy with your scene 1, you can select all the layers and pre-compose it. To pre-compose, you can just right click, go to pre-compose, ensure that you have selected move all attributes to a new composition and just press on OK. Perfect. This takes care of our scene 1. If you love the video till this point, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It's completely free for you, but it really helps me out a lot. Let's get back to scene 2. In scene 2, we have this YouTube channel on the background, which you can see over here. See, one by one the videos are coming in. And then on the bottom, we have this person which comes in and also the square behind him. Let's have a look how this was created. Let me go inside. Let's go to the beginning. As always, let's follow 2 layers so that we understand it layer by layer. So at the start, we have the simple animation of these 2 layers coming in. If I press on U, let's zoom in. It's a simple keyframe animation in position as well as opacity. So at this point, the opacity is 0 and the position is somewhere over here. And we go ahead after 3 seconds, we are just pushing it up. In order to give it a smooth motion, we have just selected both and pressed on F9. That's it. That will give us the required easy ease motion. We have used the exact same thing over here. If I press on U, see. It's just that we have kept a little lag between this so that this layer comes first. After that, we have this layer of home button. Perfect. Let's have a look at shape layer 1. This one is quite unique. At the start, you don't really see it. As you move ahead, it becomes a nice background. This one is quite easy to create. All you need is a rectangle like this. Let me hide this. See, you create a rectangle like this. Take the anchor point in the middle over here. Press on S for the scale. Open the lock and make this 100 as 0 like this. Add a keyframe. Going ahead, you can again make this as 100. As simple as that. See, again in order to add the shadow, you can right click, go to layer styles and add the drop shadow. See over here, you can go to drop shadow. In this you can play around with the distance, with the size like this. Even you can increase the noise. That will give us that jittery look. Perfect. That's it. Again, I'm going to delete this one. Let's enable this. This is the exact same animation which you used over here. Perfect. Now let's have a look at the thumbnails. If I add this, you can see we only see one thumbnail. The reason being we have created a mask around it. If I open this, go to mask. If I delete this one, see, this is the actual screenshot. But all we have done is created a mask around this. To create one, ensure that the layer is selected. Go to the top and just create a mask like this. As simple as that. It's the exact same thing which you have done for the others. Do you see? There is a mask around this. Perfect. Now selecting all. If I press on U, see. It's a simple keyframes in position and opacity. This one will come first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth like that. So initially the position will be little lower and the opacity will be 0. As you move ahead, it will be pushed up and the opacity will be made as 100. Exact same thing we have done for all the others like this. Perfect. Let me just close all of them. The next one is quite simple. Like our first, this is a simple keyframe animation in position. See, from this point till here, this guy is just coming up. That's it. Now let's have a look at the text. Let me enable this. We have the text, he built an empire. This is the exact same effect which you have used in scene 1, the one which you have used over here for thinking bigger. As you are aware, you go over here, go to animate, add position, then again add opacity. Let me show you the keyframes. Then just go to offset and add 2 keyframes in offset, wherein it goes from 0 to 100. That's it, as simple as that. Just one thing you need to ensure in advanced over here, in based on instead of characters, so by default it will be characters. If I choose characters, see it will come character by character. If you want to have this effect, you can keep it as characters. But usually I prefer words. See, build an empire. Exact same thing we are doing for an empire. It's just that we have changed the color of the word empire. Next, as I go ahead, we have across multiple industries. So in this, for across multiple, we have not added the keyframe in position, but just added it in opacity. For industries, we have added the animation in position. It's just that we have added it in x-axis and not the y-axis. I hope this is clear. So if I open this, go over here in animator 1, you can see in the position, we have animated it over here instead of our usual animation in the y-axis. That is the reason why it is coming from right to the left like this. Perfect. Once you're happy with your scene 2, as always, select all the layers and pre-compose them. Let's go back. That way, we have taken care of our scene 1 till here and then scene 2. In scene 3, all we are doing is simply zooming in and then adding keyframes from left to the right like this. So all we have done is taken a copy of scene 2 and renamed it as scene 3. Just ensure that you don't take a copy of this from over here in the timeline. So don't take a copy like this. Instead, go over here in your media pool and take a copy from over here. See, by pressing Command D or Control D, take a copy like this. The sole reason we are doing that is because if you take a copy from over here in the timeline, whatever changes that you do will reflect in both the compositions. But if you take a copy from over here, both of them will work independently. So this one is quite simple. If I press on U, see, it's simple keyframes in position. So at this point, it's on the left. Then as you move ahead, we take this from left to the right. And finally, in order to add a half-tone effect on top of this, we have just added this texture. Again, if you press on T, I kept the opacity as 12. If you want it to be more, you can just increase it from over here. Right now, I'm happy with this. Perfect. So now let's have a look what you have created till now. Perfect. So thank you guys for watching the entire tutorial. If you gain some value, make sure to like and share this video with your friends. And if you want to learn After Effects from scratch, make sure to check out our course over here. I will catch you in our next video.